Hey everyone, welcome back to Self-Serving Skillet. This is the last week of July. This is the last week I'm going to be using that barbecue sauce. And this is the last week that we're going to be doing our no heat experiment. Ironically enough, I need to turn off my air conditioner when I'm filming, which means that since I just did like 6 shows, it's actually pretty hot in here without having had to turn on a burner. But that's just between you and me. You're probably not gonna have the same experience. So for this last bit, this last mile that we're gonna make some barbecue sliders, right? No heat in this one, and I'm gonna start off with these dinner rolls, these brioche dinner rolls that are store-bought. We didn't make these, but no heat was involved, at least in our house. And I'm gonna slice these lengthwise so that I can fit all of my fillings in between these buns. And my fillings start with arugula, and arugula is a leafy green that has a little bit of a peppery taste. Thought that would go really well with the barbecue sauce. And on top of that, I'm just gonna very thinly slice some red onions, paper thin red onions, and get those right over the top. On my way to the top, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use 2 different barbecue sauces here on 2 different parts of my sliders. And first, I wanna use the sweet barbecue sauce because I'm pouring it over the top of my onions. Onions are a little spicy, a little snappy. I wanna bring some more sweetness to the top of these onions, so on goes my sweet barbecue sauce. And over top that barbecue sauce, I'm gonna go on with a couple slices of provolone cheese. Provolone, nice and creamy, gonna go with that barbecue sauce really well. Provolone's gonna have a nice texture to it, and the barbecue sauce is gonna provide the flavor. And then over top of that, I'm gonna bring in my ham. Now this is a honey ham. This is baked with a little honey. It is not a honey baked ham because that is a company, but this is ham baked with honey, or roasted with honey rather. And I'm gonna fold those up in sort of little flower patterns. That's the sort of the tastiest way that I know how to fold up meat. And I'm gonna top that with a different barbecue sauce. This time I'm going with our honey chipotle, which just has a little bit of a kick to it. But because of the provolone cheese, because of the sweet barbecue sauce, because the ham is nice and rich and salty, and then because I'm gonna spread mayo on these top buns, it's not gonna be that spicy. We're just gonna get a little bit of a kick. All we have to do here, slice them up, separate them out, and we are ready to eat. It is so easy that you have no excuse not to do it. All right, here we go. Little slider action here. This is our ham multi-layered barbecue sauce provolone slider. I tell you what, that is exactly what I want on a hot day, is something nice and fresh and not hot to put in my face. I might open this back up and salt the ham layer, but this is super full of flavor, and it took honestly about 10 minutes. My time is a little skewed because I'm filming, and that adds about 60-70% to everything I do, but this was very quick. I'd like to give a huge thanks to my Patreon supporters, the incredible generosity of my Patreon supporters. Thank you so very much for supporting the show. If you too want to become a supporter of the show, go over to patreon.com/selfservingskillet. The link's in the description below. You too can become a supporter for as little as $1 a month and get all of this content ad free. Get in the kitchen, make yourself something amazing. More barbecue recipes that don't involve turning a burner on at all right here. I'll see you next week for something new. I'd like to extend a huge thanks. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are gonna make our first thing with the stuff and all of the things to put in here.